Okay, I'm going to show you how to remove this wire harness, because I always have a difficult time with them. Plugs in like this, if you can see it. I'm going to bring it out in the light here. And you've got to squeeze this connection right here. Push that down, and then as you push down, you pull it out. Like so. That's how you get that wire, that harness undone. Alright, to remove this wire harness here, I ended up depressing on this little lever here, if you can see it, right there, and then pulling up. Push there, pull. That's it. I can't show you with two hands because I'm holding the camera, but that's how you get that one. This wire harness, you got to push this in here and then pull straight up. There's a little, when you push this down, let's see if I can show you. It pops this little lever up to loosen it, and then you got to pull out. Right, I just noticed a bolt that's pretty hidden. I just want to show it to you down here at the bottom of the radiator. Let's see if I can get that camera on it. It's right down here. Gosh, blocking it, but let's see if we can zoom in on it. Right there. That looks like that might be holding it back. See if the camera will focus in there. I'm not sure if I can show it to you that well, but it's down there. Make sure you get it. I really had a difficult time accessing one of the bolts here. It was down here lower on the passenger side lower corner of the radiator, and this is what I pulled out. And what I ended up doing is I ended up loosening everything on the driver's side here and pushing it back. I ended up this being the transmission cooler. I loosened that. There's a bolt at the bottom there, and this one up here, and another one down low at that corner. Ended up loosening those, and I loosened everything up here. Got the transmission lines here, one down at the bottom there, and then the antifreeze line, lower coolant line, and I pushed this side back here, and it gave me just enough room to access this lower corner right down here where that bolt was in at there. That's where it was in that hole there. And the way I accessed that was with a 10mm socket, and I think this is called a universal, and a 3/8 drive extension there. Got up in there like so, got it on there, and just turned it. So that's how I was able to access that one. Okay, I had a very difficult time trying to remove this particular bolt from the back of the shroud, and as you can see, I had to pull the entire unit out because I still couldn't do it. And now I see I was just turning and turning and turning when I got to it, and it didn't. I thought this must have been about a 1-foot bolt, but as you can see, or as I can see now, this had a nut in the back that was just turning freely, and I wasn't able to get to it. So this is on the passenger side lower part on the inside or on the motor side, and I just couldn't get it out. So if you end up turning freely any of these bolts, keep that in mind. It may be that the nut in the back is spinning freely, so you might have to work it out like I did. Alright, so I like to always take the two radiators and compare the two, make sure everything's the same. As you see, I check out things like this, make sure that we've got threads in there ready to accept this bolts that we're going to put in there. on this. Came with a bag of hardware. I had to put these on. Before I put them on, I crimped them with some pliers to make sure they'd stay on there snug. And so I got 1, 2 there, and 1 clip here, and another one there. Make sure you snug this up. That way you won't have a leak, hopefully, down there. And it looks pretty good. Everything else looks good, so looks like we're ready to put in the new one.